perform their best. In fact, no other program treats as many student athletes. To learn more, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. First National Bank proudly supports the Waukegan High School athletics in Western Pennsylvania. FNB is passionate about providing financial education to students so they are better prepared to make sound financial decisions throughout their young adult life. And the Trib Live High School Sports Network brings the excitement of Western PA high school sports to you. Visit hssn.triblive.com for the latest high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, along with scores, stats, standings, and rankings. Find all this and more online at hssn.triblive.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you all to please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now your attention, please, for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Indians, a 6'1" junior, number 2, Noden Tracy. A 5'8" senior, number 5, Ryan Herman. A 6'5" sophomore, number 23, Brandon Bell. A 6'1" senior, number 33, Joe Pustover. And a 6'2" senior, number 34, Scott Villabus. The assistant coaches, Perry Harp and Frank Wertz, and the head coach, Andrew Sangaris. And now, starting for your Gateway Gators, a 5'11" junior, number 1, Jaden Carr. A 5'10" junior, number 5, MJ Stevenson. A 5'6" sophomore, number 10, Guido Campolo. A 6'7" senior, number 21, Ryan Gregerson. And a 6'3" senior, number 23, Will Haka. The assistant coaches are Werner Benson Belli and the head coach of the Gators, Albus Rogers. The officials for tonight's game, Shane Snyder, Matt Martin, and John Gallagher.
Hello and welcome. So there we have it. National anthem out of the way, starting lineups. And we are just seconds away from tip here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again. Vince Russo here with our talented crew led by Adam Gusky, Renee Schaefer, and the two Lee Schaefers. Going to be a great one tonight, the 11-6 matchup. And the Gators will start out with the first offensive possession here as they host this first round playoff game. Gators looking to try and get back to the quarterfinals for a second straight year. They'll have to go through the Indians, who travel over from Imperial, Pennsylvania. Big block there is driving into the lane there. That was MJ Stevenson. He was denied. These two teams averaging over 65 points a game. Look to see some offensive fireworks here. Campolo going to pull from deep. That one a bit long for Vito Campolo, the sophomore forward. And here come the Indians the other way. Intercepted there with a clean path to the basket is Carr. Carr lays it up and in. That's the first bucket on the evening. Gators off and running here. Gators finished the regular season with a 9-3 section mark. As at the other end, a nice block there by Will Kromka. 34, he's going to be the story, is number 33 stepping on the line there. That ball out of bounds. Joe Pustover lost track of where he was, but it's 34. Scott Billivis, the 6'2 senior guard, averaged 19 points last season, just past 1,000 total points this season. And he's going to have a big night offensively if the 11-seeded Indians are going to pull the upset here against the Gators. Kromka will pull the trigger from deep. He's a 40% shooter from deep, but that one forced long. And now the Indians come back down the other way looking for their first points here. About 90 seconds in here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the 3-seed versus 14-seed matchup. That's Mars hosting Thomas Jefferson tonight. We'll see if we can't get some score updates as the night goes on. That three-point bucket just long for Pustover. Now it's Carr and the Gators the other way. He'll take this one strong, but just a little too much English on it. Now the Indians force the Gators into one and done, but a nice poke away there. Carr to Stevenson. Back to Carr. He lays that one up and in. Carr poked it away. MJ Stevenson was able to have the awareness to tip that back forward to Carr, and then he had an open avenue there for the lay-in. Wide open. Three-point shot just off the mark there from the wing, and now it's Carr once again. He goes up strong. He'll absorb the contact, but the shot won't fall. He'll head to the line for the game's first free throws down at the other end. Noden Tracy, the 6'1 junior guard, unable to knock down the three-point shot. That looked like it was going to go down. Lift in and out. So now Carr will head to the line. As Tracy at the other end is the one picking up the foul after missing the three. So Jaden Carr with a quick 5 points. The game's only scoring thus far here in this round of 16 matchup. Carr will go 2 for 2. He has 6. 6-0's where we stand. See if the Indians can get anything going inside here against this man defense for Gateway. They've been forced into a lot of perimeter shots. Tracy going to drive inside, kick it out. Billivis, the open look. That one just a bit too strong. And now it's Will Kromka the other way. Kromka and Billivis, both players to watch going into this season. Both have gotten their teams into the postseason, but only one can get to the quarterfinal. Now it's Gregerson. The size advantage in almost every matchup. Kromka gets it underneath, absorbs the contact, but no call there. Can't lay that one up and in. Now flying the other way is Pustover. It looked like there might have been an extra step in there for Pustover, but he lays that one up and in, and the Indians find the scoreboard for the first time tonight. They trim the lead to 4. Gators have had balanced scoring all season long. Is Campolo going to pull the trigger again? That one just off the mark. Neither team able to find any rhythm from deep here to start. Pustover thought about it, drives inside. They'll kick it out. That one from the corner. And there it is, our first made three of the game. That's going to be Brandon Bell, the sophomore guard, 6'5". He trims the lead to 1. As Carr and the Gators put up the first 6 points of this contest. And now the Gators surrendering 5 consecutives. The Indians now force the turnover. Campolo this time losing awareness of where he was on the court, and so now the Indians will get a chance to take their first lead of the contest after trailing by as much as 6 here in the early going. Pustover orchestrating the offense here. Good drive inside, kick, heat check time, looking for a second straight 3 there. That's no good. 2 Gators come together, and Will Kromka eventually able to get the rebound there. It was Bell looking for a second consecutive made 3. Carr able to find some separation, get inside. He's getting wherever he wants on the floor so far tonight. Indians not able to match his speed. So the lead back up to 3 for the Gators. Pustover finds a bit of a lane. He'll get it out. That one flies off of the hand of Bilivis. 3-point shot no good. That one taken there by Ryan Herman. Now the other way, it's Stevenson. He lays it up and into the Gators. With their first points by someone not named Jaden Carr, as they are flying in transition as a turnover, trying to get the ball in there. And Noden Tracy lost track of where he was on the floor, so the Gators will get it right back here. Gators coming off of a 21-point win over Franklin Regional, where they knocked the Panthers out of the playoffs, swept the Panthers, and really did some damage in their section. Only lost to Penn Hills twice and Kiski area once. Gators, all of their losses have come against playoff teams. Stevenson absorbs the contact. That one just lips out. Nice look there. Tough one on another turnover. They'll get it back to Stevenson. Pump fakes. Ooh, almost got that old-fashioned 3-point play. But that one just trickles over the rim, but he'll get a chance to go to the line where the Gators are 2 for 2 here in the early going. But you look at the Gators' schedule and the teams that they lost to on their way to a 13-5 record. We've got the 3 in-section losses we talked about. One against Kiski, that's in the 8-9 matchup here in 5A. Penn Hills twice. They're the number 4 seed, as Gators are the 6 seed. And then their other 2 losses out of section play come against Pine Richland, the 7th seed in 6A. And then in 4A, they also suffered a loss at the hands of South Fayette. Or rather, North Catholic, the 4 seed. And so that's where the Gators stand. You look on the other side, after starting out the season 5-0, West Allegheny really struggled down the stretch, had to win their last 3 section contests to get into the postseason tournament. You see they lost their season finale, a non-conference matchup against talented 4A squad Lincoln Park, a perennial WPIL championship contender. But win and you're in, as they say. The Indians are here, and they find themselves down 6 in the early going. Another trip to the line there. Finish that 3-point play, or rather finish off those free throws. Stevenson with a nice job there. Stevenson now with 4 points. As the Gators, perfect 4 for 4 here in the early going from the free throw line. Lead is now up to 7. As the Gators defense has been stifling, and not only has it prevented West Allegheny from getting points on the board, it's translated into a ton of good transition looks. You've got Jaden Carr with 8 points here in the early going. So the Indians go back to work here. 2.5 minutes left here. A couple substitutions for each side. For the Gators, they'll bring in Bryson Pavlik, the 3-point specialist, as well as number 12, Elijah Bruce McCrommon. Ball poked away there. As Pustover, the 6'1 guard, tried to force his way to the rim, had the ball poked away. Possession will stay with West Allegheny. Now driving inside, picking up the foul will be Bilivis. who has not registered a point in the first 6 minutes of this game, and he is the real threat for West Allegheny.
Number 34, Scott Phillips.
He gets a chance to get himself in rhythm at the free throw line, knocks down the front end. Just the third overall foul we've seen in this game. First foul against the Gators. That one applied to Israel McGeorge, who's fresh into the game. Mikey Crawford, who's also fresh into the game, will orchestrate the offense. Man defense on both sides here to start. Pavlik throws it away. Indians now with a chance to build after the two made free throws by Bilivas. See if they can make this a one-score game once again. Bilivas loses the handle there. Good pressure there, good defense, forces a tough shot. Bank won't go. Now it's Pavlik splitting a couple defenders. He tries to dish it outside. That one just a bit in front of the intended target, Mikey Crawford. So Pavlik had the speed, he had the handles, but the pass just a little off the mark. Now pushed over. Gonna try and get this one across half court, create some space for the Indians. Dark gray road uniforms. Bilivas gonna pull up, he'll hit from deep. And he is so effective. That is really where he makes his bread and butter on the court. He knocks that one down, and now he's in rhythm with 5. The lead is back to 2. Gators without Gregerson, Crompton in the game, or Carr. But Pavlik hits a big 3 there. And that'll build the lead back up to 5 for the Gators. Now reach-in call there. Mikey Crawford thought he had gotten a clean look at a steal there. They'll call the reach-in foul. That'll be the second foul against the Gators. Both teams now with 2 team fouls here with 38.7 seconds left here in our opening frame on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Good defense there. The turnover gonna lead to a bucket at the other end as Pavlik lays it up and in. He's got some words for the student section. He's got 5 here in the last minute alone. Good ball movement here by the Indians. They'll get that one up and in. Good positioning and a good finish by Brandon Bell, who now has 5. And that's where the lead stands. Layup. It's going to be a charge. He's going to wave this one off. Is trying to dangle there in the air. Tally Thompson with a nice floater there, banked that one off and in, but as he came down, bowled over the defensive player, and so they'll call the charge. Third team foul against the Gators. 6 seconds left. West Allegheny going to get the last crack at it. They're going to have to get this one off quick, and the buzzer is going to ring before any of that contact. So that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. 17-12 the score here as the Gators, without a lot of their heavy firepower in the starting lineup out there for much of the quarter. They went to the reserves, they went to the bench, got some other guys in the game, and they came through. Gators will escape with a 5-point lead after one, led by 8 points for Jaden Carr, the 5'11 junior. Really did some damage generating defense into offense in transition. As we take a look at the Gators' schedule, 3 losses in the early part of the season. Again, against some tough competition, close losses, and then had a 7-game winning streak at one point, all in section. Got disrupted by Kiski, and then down the stretch playing some really great basketball other than a close loss to Penn Hills. Both of those losses by 8 and 10 points. Not quite what they look like. That difference looks a little deceiving. They were in those games late, and so Gators certainly looking like a team that's going to give anyone a battle throughout this tournament. My goodness, there are some good teams in 5A. Certainly Rodney Gallagher and Laurel Highlands, the team that most folks are talking about, but Newcastle, Highlands, Mars, Penn Hills, certainly some very, very talented teams here in 5A. Starting five back out for the Gators as we resume play here in quarter number 2. Gators up 5, open 3. That one well off the mark. Gregerson will come down with the rebound. He'll get it. The outlet man will be Campolo. Went 0 for 2 from 3 in the first quarter. Getting the start here tonight. Good ball movement here. Kromka going to go to work. Hangs, puts the hook shot in. That'll be the first points for Will Kromka. Kromka, the 6'3" senior. He, Gregerson, McGeorge, McCrommon all trying to extend their Gator careers with a win tonight. Take on the winner of Mars and Thomas Jefferson. Switch there. Pass in the lane. A little bit of contact afterwards. Looks like we're going to get a blocking foul against the Gators.
A foul is on 23 of the Gators.
Kromka picking up his first foul.
Number 25, Justin Mans, into the Indian lineup.
Open look from the top of the key, up and down. Good shot there.
Tyler Blatz for 2.
Tyler Blatz normally wears number 44. We heard before the game he switched to number 20. Number 20 there gets his first points as Carr, again, able to carve out space inside. Even at 5'11", he is dwarfed by a few big bodies down there in the post, and he's a skinny guy, doesn't have a lot of size, but he's able to really muscle his way through and find separation. It's his second trip to the line, 2 for 2 on the first trip, and he'll miss the front end here. Carr still leads all scorers right now with 8 points. They'll get the second. They get 9. (20-14). Quick kick there. Blatz gonna get fouled there. Carr got his hands caught in the cookie jar there, reached in on the shot, got the arm of Blatz.
Blatz shooting 2.
So now Blatz, after knocking down the field goal on the last trip down, has an opportunity to keep the ball rolling here for the Indians, who trail by 6. First one rattles around, no good. Can't get either. Kromka had the rebound for a second, but the Indians able to come back up with it. And now it's Bilovis from deep. That's his sweet spot. He's one of the few guys that you kind of feel comfortable with taking a shot from there. He'll get it inside to Gregerson, and Gregerson able to lay that one up, and then Campolo thought about the shot. Good vision there. Now Gregerson and Kromka getting their first points on the board. And the lead is back to 8 for the Gators. Muscling inside, and a nice bucket there. Tracy gets himself on the scoreboard. Gators go baseline. Kick to Kromka. That one's short. Turned away, though. Nice job getting a hand in there. MJ Stevenson, and now Carr will pull things back out, and the Gators will reset. Foul there. But that'll probably get called on Brandon Bell.
A foul is on 23.
It will. Second foul for Bell. See if he checks out after picking up personal number 2. Looks like 3 subs looking to check in here for the Indians here. Elvis Rogers sticking with the same 5. Hard to blame them. They've played well thus far. But still a decently close game here. Just a 6-point advantage for the Gators. There's another missed free throw there, this time by Stevenson. He has a chance. It knocks down the second. So number 5 now has 5. And the lead is 7. Bilovis picks up his dribble, has to dish that back off. Justin Mann's getting his first minutes now. Corner three is good. Big shot there. Nate Nolan comes off the bench and hits a big one
Nolan for three.
to bring it back to a 4-point advantage. Indians hanging around in this one. The drive by Campolo. The hook shot is good. Banks it up and in. Campolo with his first points. Now quickly the other way. A little too strong there. Player goes to the ground. Campolo draws the foul. After a nice take there, Pustover tried to just lay that one, the finger roll on the backhand, just off the mark. Feel the pace start to pick up a little bit here. And the 6 versus 11 matchup. Gators finished second in their section. West Allegheny finished 5-5 overall, 10-11, under 500 on the season, but won their 3 of their last 4, including their last 3 section games. As Gregerson, again, proving to provide a matchup as he does just so often. That 6'7" physical frame. Another deep shot there. West Allegheny not afraid to pull the trigger from deep. Kromka gets it. Campolo now thought about the shot. He will take it. That one just a bit long, and that'll be an over-the-back call on Gregerson. I believe that'll be his first. Team foul number 5. Both teams with 5 fouls, so just a couple more fouls to give before these teams enter into the bonus.
For the Indians.
Pustover passed on the open 3 there. They'll get it to the corner once again. It's Nolan. That one just a bit too strong, but they'll get the offensive rebound. The Indians have done a good job on the boards. Second chance here. Nolan thought about the shot. Good pump fake there. Now they'll kick it. Extra pass. The fake, the drive, and the finish. Nice ball movement there. And Tracy with his second bucket now. He's up to 4 points. And the lead is shaved back to 6. 3.5 minutes to go here in half number 1. It's Campolo. There was some contact there to be sure, but good pressure applied there by Ryan Herman, who sat for a little while and is back into the contest.
And Pavlik all in for the Gators.
Pavlik checks back in for the Gators. He has 5. Herman pulling the strings on the offense. Good ball movement once again. Nolan thought about another shot, but he's able to get it inside. A nice cut there. Justin Mans.
Justin Mans.
Now the 7th Indian to score. It's a very balanced scoring here. 7 players, 23 points. They'll kick this one out. Mikey Crawford passed on the shot, had the open look. Now Pavlik going to try and get inside. That'll be a travel. Pavlik thought there was some contact there, won't get the call.
Willis back to the Indians.
Now the officials telling Pavlik to not be quite so aggressive before the ball is inbounded. Now Bilivis with a little open space. He's able to fire to the corner. Herman passed on the shot. High pass there. This has been a good one thus far. Good fake by Herman, but now that ball, Carr with a beautiful steal behind the back, and he will get blocked at the rim. Followed up, put in. Elijah Bruce McCrommon. It's the Gators now getting some secondary scoring. As now 7 different Gators have scored. There's Bilivis. Second 3 of the game. He's now up to 8 points. He was held scoreless for the first 6 minutes of this one. Now he's starting to find his rhythm. And now the Indians with another turnover here, forcing the Gators' hand. They'll get that ball up court quickly. And now Tracy has 6. Just a 1-point game, folks. This one heating up. Indians upset-minded here against the Gators. They'll strip that one away. That's going to be a turnover. Gators faithful can't believe it. They thought there was a hack job there done on Jaden Carr. They're going to say it last touched him. Clean block. And now the Indians, who trailed for quite a while in this one, now have an opportunity to poke their noses back out in front here just before halftime. We've got just 96 seconds, and make sure to not go anywhere. We'll step aside for about 10-ish minutes or so, but we'll be right back with the second half of action here. We've still got about 86 seconds here, rather, of what's been a very entertaining opening round game here, the 6-11 matchup. Mullen thought about it. Bilovis thought about it. No shot clock, so they can take as much time as they want, and they very well might hold for the last shot of the half. Let's see. Mullen is going to pull the trigger now from deep. That one went in and out about as much as it could. Now Bilovis wide open, knocks it down. That's his game. He's into double figures. He now leads all scorers with 11 points. And the Indians pull ahead. And they brought themselves a student section. This place is getting loud and not in favor of the Gators. Gators crowd stunned at this run here by West Allegheny. Nice drive inside. That one left short though. Stevenson gets it back. Now it'll be Carr from the wing. That one just off the mark, but another rebound. And that won't go either. The Gators can't get the Bunnies to fall. They had a ton of shots from inside. Now a three-point shot. That one's no good. That would have taken the lid right off of this place. 4 seconds left. Bilovis lets it go, but he's going to draw the foul as there was contact after. Campolo continued his defensive pressure through the body of Bilovis, and now that's going to be 3 free throws to end this half, and a chance for West Allegheny to build on a potential lead going into the second half of play. Bilovis leaves the first one short, rushed it. Bilovis connects on the second, and he'll have one more here. And the Gators will have about 1.5 seconds as that one falls. Gives the Indians a chance to set up their defense, and Campolo just going to let this go from half court. A little too high on that one. So that'll do it. 16 minutes in the books, and it's the 11 seed over top of the 6 seed. Gators led by as much as 8. That lead has been erased. The West Allegheny run in the second quarter has netted them a 4-point advantage. We'll head to the break. We will be right back here in about 9.5 minutes time here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Your halftime score, West Allegheny 33, Gateway 29. Just a few minutes away from starting half number 2 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. I want to thank everyone for joining us here. An entertaining first half, a game of runs as the Gators got up by as much as 8 early. But West Allegheny crawled their way back, outscored the Gators by 12. They find themselves in front as we start half number 2, 33-29. Take a look at the seedings for 5A. Our top 8 seeds there, they all hosted their own home facilities. They match up from the bottom of your screen on the first graphic to the top on the other one. So as you see, West Allegheny there at the 11 seed line. The only final that we've been able to see thus far, Penn Hills moving on. They had the mercy rule for much of the second half, but Chartiers Valley pulled back within 15. 72-57 is your final there. This game and the broadcast rights to this game, sole exclusive property of WPIL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. 30 seconds left to tick off the clock. Take a look at some of our leading scorers. That man on the bench right there, number 34, Scott Billivis, with 13 to lead all scorers, as both teams had some real depth scoring there. Both teams with about 8 guys scoring in the first half. So Billivis leading the way for West Allegheny, and on the other side, it's 9 points from Jaden Carr, 8 of those coming in the first quarter. They're going to need more of him here in the second half if the Gators are going to look to avoid the upset here and punch their ticket to the quarterfinals for a second straight year. West Allegheny made it to the Open tournament last season before being knocked out by Plum. So we are back underway here at Gateway Area Senior High School, and a nice take there as Vito Campolo with his second bucket. 4 points for Campolo, and the lead cut in half. Gators within 2 with a quick bucket there. Gators going to switch things up a little bit here. Defensively. There's a deep 3 here, an open look off the mark, and another offensive rebound for West Allegheny, who have really cleaned up on that side of things. And now a take underneath. That one lipped in and out, and more pressure once again. Brandon Bell almost got that one back after the lay-in attempt. It was difficult kind of going across his body there. Couldn't get it to fall. But some good looks in the early possession here for West Allegheny. Both of these teams know how to score the basketball, average over 65 points a game. Campolo thought about the shot. They'll take the floater now. Campolo, 2 big buckets here to start the second half, and the Gators pull even. Now we'll get it back to Billivis. He doesn't need much space. He'll knock it down. 4th 3-pointer for Billivis. He's up to 16. Indians back out in front. They'll go inside to Kromka. Nice cut there. He's fouled. 33 fouls, 23. So Pustover picks up the foul just 90 seconds in. That'll be his first. Neither team entered into the bonus there in half number 1, so both teams kept things pretty clean. There's no player currently on the floor that has more than 2 fouls, that being Brandon Bell. Kromka connects on the front end. Gators started out well from the free throw line, but missed a couple in quarter number 2. You get to these games where there's only 16, 8, 4 teams left, the margin for error certainly goes down. Bill Kromka does not want his season to end here on the home floor. He nails both free throws there. Contact foul underneath. Gregerson got caught flat-footed. He'll foul Bell. That'll be the second foul on Gregerson.
Number 23, Bell, shooting 2.
Just had a quiet night. Gregerson, whether it be blocks, dunks, offensive rebounds, just hasn't produced the way he normally does thus far tonight. His first free throw no good there for Bell. Second one true though. 6 points now for Bell. 37-35. Gators looking to tie or take the lead here. Good feed inside. Gregerson finishes and one. He'll head to the line. And the Gators a free throw away from poking their way back out in front. Where this game takes on either the Mars Fighting Planets, Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, and what is the 3 versus 14 matchup here in 5A. Gators were knocked out by Chartiers Valley last season. Lost a 6-point game in the quarterfinals in which Will Kromka did not play. Deep check time, big time three.
Herman for three.
Herman with his first points. And it puts the Indians back out in front. Now Herman with a scoop and score. 5 quick points for Herman after being shut out in the first half. And the lead is 4 for the Indians. Good cut there by Carr. He fights his way inside, and they're going to call a charge. Coach Alvis Rogers instructing his team. Carr looking dejected after picking up his first foul on the charge. I feel that momentum starting to tip back in favor of the visiting team. Another 3-point shot, another 3-point made field goal. And it's Tracy, Noden Tracy now up to 9 points. West Allegheny dialed in. Their lead is now 7, largest lead of the game thus far for West Allegheny. Kromka fights his way inside, lays this one up off the mark. And now it's Bilovas. A nice rebound, the spin move. He creates space, thinks about the shot, crosses up the defender. The Gators on their heels a little bit. Need a stop here to avoid this one from ballooning to double digits. Stevenson trying to get the steal that leads to an opportunity, an open opportunity, another offensive rebound. That's been the story. Another open look from 3. Gators frankly lucky that those didn't fall, and now Carr able to pick up the foul. Herman reached in. Coach Rogers telling his offense to take a deep breath. Still a lot of time left in this one. We are about 20 seconds away from halfway through quarter number 3 here at Gateway Senior High School. Gators were able to tie this game up a few times. Got the 1-point lead for a second. But since then, there's been 8 straight points for West Allegheny. Make that 10. Is that layup up and good for Joe Pustover. Pustover now with 4 points, and the lead is 9. Wholesale changes coming up. Gators going to have a trio of subs coming in. They'll get it to Gregerson. Gregerson can't get the look to fall, and he's called for the over the back. The Gators just look absolutely disjointed. And they're going to need to rely on Pavlik, Crawford, and Thompson to try and stymie this momentum built by West Allegheny. Since about halfway through the second quarter, it really has been all Indians thus far. Tracy passes on the 3 this time. Now drive inside, kick. They'll get a good look for Pustover. That one off the mark though. Now Pavlik, no numbers, but he comes down the other way. He keeps, and he swatted away. And Bilovas is fired up as he denies Pavlik. Pavlik tried to go up against 3 defenders there. And now Bilovis being told to watch his tone. Officials trying to stay on top of things. Let cooler heads prevail. We'll get into Kromka, who's fouled. Tried to put it up for the old-fashioned 3-point play, but he'll earn a chance to go back to the line, and the Gators will have a chance at 2 more with the clock stopped at 3 minutes, 20 seconds here in quarter number 3.
Hussover, Haka, shooting 2.
That made free throw gives Kromka just 5 points in this one. He'll connect on both, bring the lead back to 7. Gators with the full court pressure. No trap as Kromka with a big block the other way to bail out the defense. Now it's Pavlik. Again, looking to do it himself. He'll dish out to Kromka. That one's short. Another strong rebound by the Indians, who now have numbers. They'll throw it over the head of everyone, though. They were looking for Noden Tracy, but Tyler Blast just airmailed that one. A couple breaks there for the Gators. Now the Indians apply a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Carr able to get them across midcourt. We'll see. Pavlik going to pull up. He's dangerous from there. His second made 3. He's up to 8 points now. That's a sorely needed bucket for the Gators, who pull back within 4 after trailing by as much as 9. Good dish inside, good positioning. That one rattles home. If you're the Gators, you just can't let Brandon Bell get behind you like that. He now has 8. And the lead is back up to 6. Pavlik now trying to do it himself once again. Dishes it out to the baseline at the last possible second. And a nice shot there by Tally Thompson. Thompson registers his first bucket of the game for the Gators. Back and forth we go. Another good look for the Indians underneath, and that one's blocked away. Crawford with the denial. Kromka does it himself, lays it up off, and now it's back in. Crawford turning defense into offense. Mikey Crawford with his first bucket. Gators back within 2. You can feel the intensity in the atmosphere. Now the Gators student section comes to life. Crawford almost comes away with the steal there, as he gets a little too physical there. He'll pick up the foul as he fouls Noden Tracy. That will be the second on Crawford. Both teams have 4 team fouls here with 90 seconds left in quarter number 3. Crawford will check in. Allow Jaden Carr to take a spell. Carr with 8 points in that first quarter. Was able to generate turnovers, get down the court after stealing the ball. Just haven't seen him be as effective in the half court. Heat check there by Bilovis. It's poked away. Herman almost able to get that away from Pavlik, who came down with the rebound. Herman poked it away, the last one to touch it. Every possession feels just a little bit more important here, as we've got about 9 minutes of game action left. One of these 2 teams is going to advance to be one of the last 8 teams standing. Nice take there. That one off the mark, though. After that ball bounces around a little bit, it comes away to the Indians. Tracy down the other way. He'll take it with the Euro step. That one no good. But again, it's taken away. They'll call the foul on the floor. As you've kind of been waiting for one of those to get called, as Bell sort of came in and just swatted at the arms of the Gators. Got that ball loose and corralled it. So he'll pick up his 3rd foul, and he'll subsequently check off. Coaching staff for the Indians can't believe the call. That'll be the 5th team foul on West Allegheny. Gators looking to tie or take the lead here. Less than a minute left. They'll get it to Kromka. Wide open three-point shot. That one's strong. It'll come back to the Gators. Pavlik thought about it. Now he will take it. That one just lips out. The follow, no good. And finally put home. Tally Thompson. 4 big points here in the third quarter. We got ourselves a tie game once again. Corner jumper, no good. Follow through by Herman, also no good, but that one bounces off the Gators and will stay here as that one took a weird bounce off of the rim and Kromka just couldn't come up with it. Eventually goes out off of his sneaker. And now with 15.7 seconds left, Gators will bring in Gregerson. Spell Kromka here. So they'll use Gregerson's wingspan to try and make this inbound pass that much harder. They'll get it into Belavis. He's a little strong on that one. Ball's kicked around. Herman has it at midcourt. They'll pass it underneath. Belavis off the mark once again. Ball still loose. Pavlik has it. 4 seconds left. Full court pass. 3-point shot. No good. Hits the rim. Thompson almost with a third big bucket there, but the Gators, after trailing as much as 9, have pulled all the way back. And boy, do we have a fourth quarter that you're going to want to stick around for. 49-49 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Glad to have you all along for the ride here. A couple big misses there, but Scott Belavis up to 16 points now, leads all scores. Gators getting some balanced scoring across the board. Jaden Carr with 9. Bryson Pavlik with 8. Gregerson with 7. Kromka with 6. Thompson with 2 big buckets in that second quarter. Not to be outdone, Vito Campolo has 6 in the game. And look on the other side, some big-time performers thus far. Brandon Bell has 8 points. Joe Pustover, 4. 5 points from number 5. Ryan Herman, all coming in that third quarter after he was shut out in half number 1. And then 9 points from Noden Tracy as well. And so here we go, folks. Teams are back on the court. Indians rocking the dark gray with the scarlet numerals. A little bit of white trim as well. And the Gators in the home white uniforms with the black numerals and gold trim. Indians will start this quarter going right to left on offense. 8 minutes left in regulation. Let's see if we can determine a winner here. Good turnaround jumper there, but it's left short by Belavis, and Kromka going to come up with it. Has Pavlik behind the defense. Pavlik able to lay that one up and in, and he's fired up as the Gators back out in front. Pavlik into double figures. He leads all Gators now with 10 points. West Allegheny has really used that three-point shot to get to this point. And this time it's a runner inside as Pustover just sort of put that one up, hoping a prayer, and that one falls. He has 6, and we are knotted once again at 51. Joe Kromka going to get called for the moving screen here on offense. That's a big call. I believe that'll be just the second foul on Will Kromka. But it turns the ball back over to West Allegheny. Like we said, every single possession just becomes so much more important here as the seconds tick away. And now a moving screen on the other end. They're calling it both ways. Kromka picks up the moving screen. Tracy guilty as charged on the other end. So after the 2 fouls, the ball returns to the Gators' possession as they look to break this tie once again. Kromka sees it bounce off of his hands. He looks A little tired. See if he can find that extra gear here down the stretch these last 6.5 minutes. Trying to extend his Gators career as one of the 4 seniors on this team. Tracy thought about the deep shot from behind the arc. West Allegheny staying patient here. Moving very slow in the half court. Herman now going to pull the trigger. That one rattles home.
Herman for 3.
Herman with his second 3-point field goal. He has 8 points all in the second half. Now a falling away jumper. Not a very good look there, but they'll get it back under the hoop. And a good job there. Mikey Crawford got a hand on that to bust it loose. And MJ Stevenson was able to pick that one up, put it back in, and now he has 7. But after the 3-point field goal at the other end, West Allegheny up 1. Tracy able to find his way inside. A lot of contact underneath. And Bell finally ends up with the ball off the nice dish from Tracy. And now another turnover. Tracy hands it back off to Pustover. That one's off the mark. Kromka comes up with a big, big rebound there. And now the pass is deep and off of the hands of Crawford. So the Gators miss a golden opportunity there. Both teams missing some easy buckets around the rim. Some errant passing as well for the Gators. Not doing them any favors as we are approaching 5 minutes left here. Bell with his last bucket now into double figures with 10. The lead is 3. They'll get an open 3-point look. This one left, a little bit long, but Bell gets it back. He's fouled and it doesn't fall. Almost had the opportunity for an opportunity at 3 the old-fashioned way.
Gateway foul, number 5, MJ Stevenson. Number 23, Brandon Bell, shooting 2.
Bell earns himself 2 shots at the line. Both teams with 16 fouls. This Bell's first one in and out. So every foul from here on out will result in free throws. We'll start with the bonus. The players will get a 1 and 1. They'll get 1 free throw at the opportunity to earn the second should they make it. Then when the team hits 10 fouls, they'll get into the double bonus where they earn both free throws outright. Bell now up to 11. He hits the back end of those 2 free throws. The lead is now 4 for West Allegheny. Crawford almost loses the handle, then he does. And another turnover for the Gators, and that has really been the story here in the second half, as now Crawford will take a seat, Kromka will check back on. And the Gators giving the other squad opportunities here, and the Indians are taking advantage. Jaden Carr also back into the game for Gateway. Tracy with a nice drive, tries to go underneath with the reverse. It's off the mark. And now stepping on the baseline, Gregerson catches a break as that ball got away from him, and when Tracy went to corral it, that ball was out of bounds. And so the Gators gifted a possession here and desperately in need of points. Down 4 here with 4 minutes left. So the Indians will apply full court pressure. Pushed over, guarding Carr. Nice hesitation there, and then up off the glass is Stevenson. He's up to 9 points now. And the lead is 2 once again. Herman fakes the shot, he drives inside. Now he'll kick it out. Bell with a wide open look. And it's a brick, no good. They'll get it to Kromka. Gators have numbers. Kromka hesitates. Now he goes inside, leaves it off. That one is going to be a charge underneath. Kromka and the Gators can't believe it. That'll be the 3rd on Kromka, who clearly is frustrated. He left that one off perfectly for MJ Stevenson, but not before making contact with Scott Billivis. Now Bilivas at the other end. We have a call. That'll be a timeout by West Allegheny. 3:39, not a lot of time left in this one, and the Gators trying to avoid seeing the time run out on their campaign. 13-5, the 6th seed against the 10-11 seed. West Allegheny had to play tough and play well down the stretch just to get themselves in this situation. Won their final 3-section contest before dropping a 14-point decision against perennial favorite in 4A Lincoln Park. And they've shot the 3-ball well, and they've put themselves in position here if they can hang on to advance to the second round, where they would take on either Mars or Thomas Jefferson. We've been scouring Twitter trying to find some scores for you, but have yet to come up with anything. The one decision we did see that was final is that Penn Hill's the 4 seed, and one of the Gators' rivals from here in the east suburbs of Pittsburgh. They mercy rolled for much of the second half, Chartiers Valley, before hanging on to win by 15. We will resume action here at Gateway High School. Scott Bilivas with the ball. He has 16 thus far this evening. Kromka guards him straight up, trying not to allow him to be able to pull up from deep. Now Tracy almost picks up that pivot foot. Now Tracy had the open look, but the ball got away from him for a second. He'll drive inside. Again, holds on to it for too long. That pass off the mark. And the Gators hang in there defensively and now have an opportunity to tie or take the lead with 3:10 left. Campolo back in the game. Kromka going to drive baseline, muscles his way in, and he lays it in. And he'll go to the line, and the Gators will have a chance for the lead with 2:59 left here in quarter number 4. A big take there by the senior, just putting his head down, forcing his way to the basket, absorbing the contact, and making the bucket. Now can he deliver on the all-important free throw? It's good. Kromka with 9 now. Gators back in front. Pustover, able to get past the pressure. Bilivas going to pull up from 3. A dagger there. He doesn't miss often. He's up to 19, flirting with a 20-point game, and the lead back to 2 for West Allegheny. Neither of these teams blinking. Carr thought about the corner jumper. Now he'll get it to the corner for Stevenson. That one just off the mark. That's going to be a foul on the floor as Herman came in and hacked at the arm of Kromka as that ball went out of bounds. So Kromka will head to the line for the 1-and-1 with a chance to knob this one back up at 60.
1-and-1, Kromka.
Kromka makes it 3 in a row from the charity stripe. He's into double figures. Was one of 3 Gators with 9. Now he matches Bryson Pavlik with 10. Second one no good, so he'll stay there. West A stays out in front, 60-59. Big miss there. See if the Gators can get a stop. Good passing here. Tracy in the corner, knocks it down. They just can't miss from deep. Final 2 minutes of play. Lead is 4. Carr puts his head down, gets to the hoop, and he puts it in. Not so fast, says Jaden Carr. He might just be a junior, but he doesn't want to see this campaign come to a close either. Pulls the Gators back within 2. They're getting the offense, and they get the defense at the other end. Carr with another big free throw here to make it a 1-point game once again. That's good. Carr now into double figures. He has 12. Once again leads all Gators scorers. Those are his first points of the second half, and they are enormous. Ball is loose. Gregerson has it. Campolo able to get it to Kromka. Kromka surveys his options, picks up his dribble. Gregerson has it. They'll get it to Carr, and Carr will reset. 90 seconds left. 1-point game. And a timeout aptly called by Alvis Rogers. And everyone just breathe. 83 seconds left in this one, and what is shaped up to be a real barn burner here at Gateway High School. The Gators got out to early leads of 5, 6, 8 points. West Allegheny erased that, went into the half with a 4-point lead. They built it to as much as 9. Neither team is led by double figures at any point in this one, so we have remained competitive throughout. And the Gators have gotten back equal. They poked their head back out in front, but West Allegheny has been able to answer at every single turn. And so we stand here 63-62. West Allegheny looking to pull the upset over the Gateway Gators. I think that might be the most athletic thing we've seen the entire evening. Certainly no disrespect to the players out on the court now, but my goodness, both of these cheer squads, both of these student sections showing up and showing out tonight. A lot of talent all over the court. There's some incredible tumbling there. I think I pulled my hamstring just watching that. 83 seconds left. Gators down 1, need a big bucket here. Carr stops, pops, hits, puts the Gators back in front.
For 2, Gators by 1.
Closing in on the final minute of play. Will it be Belavis and the Indians springing the upset, or can the Gators hang on here at home? A deep shot from Herman, no good. Kromka comes away with the rebound. He needs help, dishes it off to Carr. Carr needs to get this across half court, they do. Kromka now taking his time. Campolo back to Carr. And a timeout by the Gators.
With 46 seconds left.
46 seconds left. They find themselves back out in front. Worth noting, they've done this all without Caleb Pryor tonight, one of their go-to guards. And so Coach Rogers has had to go to the bench. We are shaping up for an incredible finish here between these two teams. As we said, this game's winner will take on either Mars or Thomas Jefferson for a chance to go to the quarterfinals. That game will be played later this week on Thursday, and then the following week on the 28th will be the semifinals. And then on March 4th, we will crown a champion in 5A. As one of these 16 teams in the field, or 2 of them rather, will get to play at the Peterson Event Center, home of the Pitt Panthers. And only one of them will come away as champions. 43 seconds left. And Jaden Carr able to draw the foul. I believe that'll be the 10th team foul against West Allegheny. So that's a big, big deal there, folks. For anyone that doesn't know, that enters the Gators into the double bonus. So Carr doesn't have to make the first free throw to get the second. He's earned both of them, but he is money on the front end. Carr, 2 for 2. That gives him 16. The Gators will take another timeout here. 41.4 seconds left. The Gators, if they manage to escape, what a flirt disaster this has been. West Allegheny's a talented squad as the 11th seed, but this is a Gators team that has aspirations of making a deep run. They bring a lot of pieces back from a team that went to the quarterfinals last season. This is the last run with Gregerson, Kromka, and McCrommon. Izzy McGeorge, also a senior, but we have not seen much of him thus far tonight. So here we go. About 30 seconds left. Joe Pustover trying to create space. He spins, he puts it up. That one's off the mark, but it was blocked. So the possession will stay with the Indians. 27.7. They'll get it in quickly. Corner three. Lips in and out. McGeorge comes away with it. A foul underneath as the ball landed in the hands of Vito Campolo. And Campolo, who is not a regular starter for the Gators, not only comes away with the rebound, but now has an opportunity to not quite, but very close to put this game on ice. These are some big, big free throws for a sophomore here. As Campolo has the opportunity to make this a two-possession game with 19 seconds left. He'll get both of them with the Gators in the double bonus. He'll need the second one. First one too strong. Can the sophomore come through? Or will the Indians have a chance to tie late in this one? Campolo comes through with a big time free throw. Indians have to go fast. They need 2 buckets. And it's thrown away. And the Gators can taste it. 11 seconds left. They need the inbound. Carr gets it cleanly. He's fouled in the backcourt, and he'll head to the line.
Foul is on 33. Pustover.
8.9 seconds left. Still need these free throws if you're the Gators. But Jaden Carr has been excellent. Gators student section starting to have a little fun with the fact that it looks like the Gators might hang on here, but my goodness, what a valiant effort by West Allegheny. Carr knocks down the front end. The lead is now 5. Second one up and good. Jaden Carr likely will finish this game as the leading scorer for the Gators. 18 points. 9 of them here in this second half. Ball almost thrown away again. Just a few seconds left in this one. Tracy will pull up. That three-pointer off the mark. It'll trail out. 0.6 seconds left. This will just be a formality. Gators will inbound this ball, and they are moving on. Gateway comes from behind. They trailed by as much as 9, and they will come away victorious, 69-63. My goodness. What a contest tonight. An excellent, excellent game by two talented teams. And for West Allegheny, they just couldn't get enough of the three-point shots to fall in the second half. They went a little bit cold down the stretch, and the Gators found that extra gear. Kromka getting the ball inside. Carr hitting mid-range jumpers. And the Gators bend but don't break. They'll move to 14-5, and more importantly, they'll move on to the second round where they will face either Mars or Thomas Jefferson with an opportunity to be one of the last four teams standing in 5A. Let's take a very quick look at some of our leading scorers for the evening. Jaden Carr leading the way, number one with 18 points for the Gators in the winning effort. A couple Gators finished with 10 points, both Bryson Pavlik and Will Kromka.